Good morning, everybody, and welcome to my quiet corner. I'm Carol, and today is Stitch with Me 7. Can you believe it? We've been doing this for it seems like forever. It's like, really, I think it's been almost 8 weeks, but we have done so much in just a short amount of time. And we started in January, and I think we actually started a little bit late in January, but it was great. Like we all just started doing lots of little things and stitching and adding to and doing whatever you like to do on your stitch journal or your scrolls or your fabrics. It doesn't have to be on a specific scroll. It can be on anything. So today is what I'm taking some time and I'm going to do some filler and fill in spots where I think I need to put a little bit extras, whether it be French knots or uh, seed stitch or buttonhole stitch, maybe couching. It'll be something of everything. So that's what we're going to do today. And this is where I am. I've added a um, uh, brain. This is a it's pretty bad. It's poof, right out of my brain. Anyway, you gather it up and it turned into a heart. One of those days. Having a lot of those days lately. Yesterday was not really a good day. I didn't know if I was going to stream this morning or not. I had really bad food allergy happening yesterday, and it's like, well, let's see what the body says this morning. So far, I've only had tea. I haven't eaten anything because I didn't want to have any reactions. So we shall see what happens come lunch. So I've been tinkering little bits here and there, but mostly I've been playing in watercolor. And another thing that I've been working on is my little scenery behind the scenes. And this is something that I really can't, um, well, I probably could, but you'd be bored out of your mind without a lot of conversation. This is uh, a pattern that I had purchased, and the this is like a gazillion French knots, a gazillion French knots. I'm it's like, oh my gosh, I can only do them for so long. If you watch Susan Taylor Brown, she is really, really good at French knots. She just whips them out like they're nothing. But I've been working on this, and eventually it will fill out and be all full of French knots in the trees and all over the place. So that's something else that I've been dealing with. Let me bring it up a little closer so you can see what it looks like. The lighting isn't doing the best today, but anyway, that's where I am so far. And with that, I have something else that before I get into my stitching, I'm considering alternating stitching and my art on Fridays. So I really want to know what you think of that. So if you are considering watching some more, let me know. Hi, Jen. Hope you're feeling good. I'm glad you're watching and listening. You rest up. I had a really rough day yesterday, and um, I think I was taking so many antihistamines and Benadryls and just riding out the day. So, anyway, today I think I'm going to work around this little heart that I stitched down. This is just a light bulb pin with beads on it. So you can decorate with just about anything you like. I added in leftover bits of pieces of lace, so you can do that. But I think I'm going to take and use a purple because we started with purple. We did a butterfly in purple, and his body's in purple. And I want to put that ending in here with a purple because then we're going into March. February I did in red, and March I'm going to do in a green color. So that's will be next, and I will not attach that right away. I'm going to work on that separately, so it's not as big of a piece of material for me to put all over the place. So I decided to go with the purple, and I'm going to do I think I'm going to start with buttonhole stitches, and I'm going to pull out a nice little length of floss. This is a variegated. It's all different colors. And it looks more blue on there. Hi, Sherry. How are you this morning? It looks more blue on there, but that's okay. My lighting isn't working enough today for me, I think. Now I'm going to split this into half. So 3 and 3. And because it's a little bit longer, I usually just put that end between my knees and pull the ends out without trying not to get it stuck. Put that back there so I don't get it all in there. Anyway, I'm glad you're doing well, Sherry. I have people in the chat today, which is nice to see. And I'm going to take a little bit longer of a needle because I may switch up my stitches as I go. And I don't have it in a hoop because I'm going to be going around and around and around, and it makes it a little bit easier if I can move and manipulate my fabric. And it's one of those days my hands are shaky because my inhalers do that first thing in the morning. Although yesterday they were a little bit rough with all the reactions going on. So it does not want to go in there. Oh, there it goes. Yay, I got it. I got it. Thank goodness. I thought for sure I was going to have to struggle even longer. So with that, like I said, I've been thinking about my days and what I'm doing, and I'm really considering only streaming on a Friday. And I wanted to know what you thought about that. So I'm going to be doing the buttonhole stitch, and I'm going to make it go random because I just want it to look wonky. I've got that perfectly imperfect thing going on, and I don't want to have to worry about it being perfect. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start up here, and I'm not sure which way I want this to go out. I really am not. I've been thinking about it, and I wanted it to look wonky, but I also want it to look rustic. So, I think I will make the points go in. That's what I think I'm going to do. So, I want it to go this way. And that's the hardest thing about doing this sometimes is you look at it and you think, well, which way do I start? I always have that issue. Which way do I start? So I did come up here, and my lighting is not, it's just being crabby. And I'm going to come up the opposite direction because where the needle comes out is where your line is going to be. So, and with this being a variegated thread, it's going to look pretty cool. So I'm just going to zoom in just a little smidge more so you can see. And hopefully that makes it a little better for you. So now I want it to go up and down. I want it to wibbly wobbly, and I just want it to look wonky. So depending on how far apart you want your spaces, you judge. I'm not going to judge that today because I'm just going to do, and I want to fill in around this heart as much as I can. Some spots are going to have more. We pull this down so you're in the center. Some spots are going to have more, and my lighting is really something else. Let's see if I can fix that a little bit. Bring it down a little. So the shine's not so much. Holy cow. It's just crazy. There, I hope that's a little bit better. So let's get back to stitching. So I was thinking, my Fridays, and I know a lot of people don't stitch fast. So I was thinking that every other day I would do stitching or arting. And then just do impromptus. Good morning, Chrissy. How are you today? I hope you're feeling better. So that's what I've been thinking about. And see, now this one I made it come down just a little bit more, a little wonky. My goodness, that lighting is bright. Huh. And bring it up a little, just so it kind of zigzags, wonky looking. Oh, that's great. That's great. You're feeling better. So, and I've just been basically doing nothing. That's where I've been, basically doing nothing. You can really see that um, glare. Holy cow. Like, unbelievable glare. All right, let's get back here. So, how am I doing today? So far, I am still here, breathing, kind of. Thanks, Jen. I, you know, it's one of those days. Yesterday was really one of those days, but you take the good with the bad and you just keep on keeping on. That looks a lot better, my lighting, now that I've played with it just a little bit more. Breathing is good, yes. If you only knew, breathing is good. And I think I might take another color around here and do another little wonky inside this one because just because I can. Just because I can. I did put out that if anybody wanted to come live with me today, they are more than welcome. I will send you a link. I know Kim and Jean are coming on after me. which will be really nice because they're doing Kim and Jean on Jean's channel are doing a junk stitching. Can't remember the name of it. I really can't. So they'll be doing that. I do have some other ideas for March. I can't wait for March. March is going to be fun. March, we're going to be taking our sketching to stitching. So that should be a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to March. March is going to be messy and stitching and all kinds of things is going to happen to your cloth in March. So I have some ideas that I would like to do, and I thought it would be a lot of fun to be a little more creative with our stitching, as well as doing the circles, which will be in part of my sketch to stitch part of things. So we will be doing that. And now I'm coming up, and my hands are shaking, so I do apologize for that. Now we're coming up to the end of our thread. So now I'm just going to go down and knot it on the back. Just run it through the loop. And then I like to run it back through the material between if I can. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It depends. You just keep going. Move my scissors off because I always seem to catch them. So this is a fun little project, and I'm glad that I am getting to do this because it does take your mind off of things, and that's what's important when you are doing your stitching and your art, that you're enjoying it, that it does not become a have to, because it's good for your mental health, and when your mental health is good, your physical health is a little better. And sometimes that's hard. Sometimes it's hard. And I'm really grateful for the people that I get to talk to and get to express and understand what's happening with what's going on. So, and now I'm coming right back up where I went down inside that little corner so I can continue going along. But yeah, like I said, I'm looking forward to March, and I am considering every other day a stitch day and every other day an art day just for Fridays. So now it's getting tangled, so I need to untangle it a tiny bit, and I'm just moving it back, twisting my thread the opposite direction to get it untangled. So I think this is looking pretty good. And remember, if you're not using a hoop, to watch your tension. That's important. So today I am just filling in all of the areas that need to be filled in so I can move on in March. This isn't taking that long. It's taking me 20 minutes to get around, and after I did all my blabbing, so that's true, Jen. Your friends will follow. Some do anyways. But it's fun to, and I am gonna do me because, you know, it's life is short, and you have to keep doing what you're doing. I can't deal with a lot of things, but I'm gonna come back down into that little heart area, into the little dip, and come back up, but I'm gonna come up further than the top because I need it to go up here. And I'm thinking I'm doing the right thing. Well, we shall see. And yes, that looks good, but I do think it needs to be couched down there. So I'm just going to improvise because, thanks, Leah. I'm just going to improvise and I'm going to go down and couch that while I have the same color thread on my needle because I want it to be in line with this other line that's right next to it. And you could see that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull it over and couch it down. And that way it turns into one. Now we're going to go back up to the top and continue until I run out of this thread. Then I'm going to get a different color. And now this time, instead of following the lines here in each of these that we've already done, I'm going to go in the middle and have it come down into the middle. So in between those two lines, and then come back up. And that's going to give it another look. And now you can do either close or away. Sure, Chrissy, if you want to come up, you're more than welcome. Are we friends on Facebook? I think we are. Hold on one second. Let me find you. It might be easier if you find me and send me a message. Hi, Pam. Everybody should be getting their packages soon, I'm thinking, because my daughter received her box, which is in Delaware. So everybody should be getting them soon. Anyway, I'll wait for Chrissy to answer me. I do have the link ready, but I need to be able to contact you. So now this one, I'm going to bring it a little closer. And bring that one up. Bring this one down. I just wanted to go and look rusticy, and I think it would have been better with another color yet, but I don't want to take this one off. I just want to continue on until it runs out, and then I will change it. And when I hit 1,000 subscribers, we're going to have another awesome giveaway party. I already have ideas. So that will be a lot of fun. So if you want to share me out and see if we can get some new subscribers in, that would be awesome. It's just a goal I have, just for fun. Like, it keeps me wanting to do as well as sharing with you. You know, it's fun to have little goals. I love how the color's changing now, and we've got the lighter color. Oh, this darn light. The lighter color in with the darker color. And it seems to be having an issue. So let's see if I can pull up another light. Plug it in. Watch I don't get it in my tea. And see if that helps. All right, so I can do a few more. I don't see that happening. I don't see it working. But anyway, let's move on. We got to do this color here one more time. And then since we're at the end of our string, at the end of our rope, and move on to the next. So yeah, that's been the day. Knot it off. And there we are. I wonder if I move my away from the light, you can see better. That looks a little better. A little awkward, but it's better. You lost your connection. All right. If you find me on Facebook, I don't know how to get the link to you. Well, I guess I could put it in here and then delete it. I'll put it here and then delete it, and then you can come up. So now I think I'm going to I want to find some, what color? What color? What do I have laying here? I have a little bit of red. I can bring the red over. Red. Yeah, I think we'll do red. No, I didn't see your email. But you can grab that link and let me know when you've got it, and I'll delete it. All right. Now we're going to go with another 3. And she should have that by now, so I am going to remove it. Oh, okay. Trying to connect your phone. You did copy that, I hope. Alrighty. Why is it always one just never wants to go in when you're doing the 3? Need it one more time? All right. So now to bring this back up, and it is better over here out from direct light. Much better. Move that out of the way. Got it. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to come up with this red, and I split it again into half, move my scissors because I always get connected, and come up here and start again. Now this one is just a plain color. I could have searched for a variegated, but I think I'm just going to go with this for now and see where I get, and then continue around till I get to my little line here. And you are muted. And there's another one. Oh, look at you being all fancy. Uh-oh.
Go ahead and take my face off.
All righty. Well, that should have woke everybody up. Excuse me. It's one of those mornings. Here we go. All right. She'll let me know when she's ready. And we'll continue our stitching. Yeah, she had a little bit of a feedback there. If everybody doesn't know Chrissy, she's a new YouTuber, a new streamer, I should say, and she's working to be able to do her lives and stuff. So I am really liking how this is looking. Oh. I am really liking how this is looking.
What is going on?
Which one?
Did you hear me now?
Yes.
This stupid phone. All right, let's see if I got that right now.
So let me go get Chrissy's link. Go to channel.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, good. I did it right.
Copy. And paste. This is Chrissy's link. She's working on building up her subscribers as well. So she does everything. Like she does art and stitching and you name it. She's just like the rest of us. We all kind of have our
Quirks.
Yeah. Collection. Our hobby between making something and collecting it.
That's right. Forgot what book I put my art in. That's lovely. Wrong book.
So 11:45, Kim and Jean come on. But I'm still just doing my buttonhole stitch around so you can see that.
Are they doing the junk embroidery?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
See my mess of stuff? That's what I'm working on.
It looks up and down instead of it's portrait instead of landscape, your phone.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
All right, let's try this again. Better? Is it upside down? Oops, wrong one.
Oh, you're welcome, Leah.
How do I show you?
Hi, Steam, Fire, and Ice. I can't remember your name, but I do
Cindy.
remember. What's your name?
Cindy.
Cindy. Hello and welcome.
Let's see what we got here. I've been working on, because my hip keeps going out. So I've been working on these. Can you see them?
Oh, yes. Yes, let me make it bigger so we can see what you're working on. All right, let's drag you over. There we are.
I work on this when my hip goes out and just do like one round of doodles. This one I'm still working on, so you can't really see it, but Carol, if you want to take my face off, then you can have both of us side by side and it won't be so me hogging the screen.
All right. But you're still portrait. There, that'll work. But I can't hear you. You're muted. So yeah, so Chrissy is just starting, and she's building her subscription. All right, Jen, you have a good day. I understand that. We'll only be here for a little while, but Chrissy has been streaming with Monica Tiamoni Arts, and also with Kim Polton, and she's been working to try and get ahead, like we all are. We all have goals. We all want to fill those needs. But so yeah, please do subscribe to everybody. That's all right. We put your face back for sound.
Yeah. Wow, I didn't realize how much you guys could see over here. Holy Toledo.
There we go. That's fine.
That might be a little bit up. Sorry if I'm making anybody sick.
We'll forgive you this time.
Let's see. I'm trying to remember what I have to do next on this. I think I got to put some. Oh, I know. Where's my?
Yeah, I need to figure out how to do the hands and face thingy. I haven't done that part yet. I used to use my other phone for another camera when I used OBS, but I only have one phone now, so.
Oh, I thought you used
I'm using
my camera and my computer.
Oh, I have a laptop.
My phone and my computer. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I have my laptop. I have a webcam.
Yeah.
But for a second camera, I usually like to use either a phone or another webcam.
Okay. All right, my circles are now hiding on me.
That's looking pretty good, I think.
I like that. That looks really cute. Well, I guess we'll just punch new circles.
I'm glad your hip is doing better.
Yeah, it was really bugging me. And they're like, well, there's nothing we can do about it because it's all the nerves and those don't heal well. And I'm like, oh, geez. Oh, there's my circles. So I just get to live with it, or learn to live with it, I should say.
Yeah, I think we all have something we have to learn to live
right?
with. It doesn't make it easy.
No, it does not. Let's pull all my junk out here.
Cindy, I so agree. Her goal is to be independently wealthy somehow. Now, just to win the lotto, yes.
Whose goal is that?
Cindy's.
I think that's everybody's goal,
Hi,
isn't
Kathy. It's nice to see
you. Leah. All right,
Kathy, if you haven't met Chrissy, this is Chrissy. She's just
Hi.
starting. She's starting out and going to be live streaming eventually herself. And then we'll all come bug her.
I'd love it.
So I'm almost around there on my heart. I'm just gonna finish. I have this other piece, and I'm debating if I'm going to do the red. I think instead of the red, I think I'm going to do a yellow variegated. I'm just filling in on my my stitching that I've done because it's the end of February.
How many spots you got to fill in?
Not a whole lot.
Well, that's good.
I'm just kind of keeping it open, but it's getting there. I think I'm going to do a yellow. Chrissy's link is up above, so if anybody's new coming in and you haven't subscribed to Chrissy, it would be great if you do.
I'm probably confusing everybody with what I'm doing right now.
That's all right.
I'm trying to line up.
I will change my title from Total Stitching to a bit of mixed media as well.
Well, I'm trying to line up my circles so then I can put my stencil piece down.
Oh, yes.
And then I can brush my color into it. But I want to see what it's going to look like, so I'm placing my circles first. I think I'm going to stay with that for now, actually. I still actually have quite a bit to do on this one.
No, I'm just going with yellow now. I'm going and changing it. I'm starting with yellow.
I love that bead piece.
That's just the light bulb.
Yeah, the bulb pin.
Yes.
I use those a lot in my junk journals.
You'd be surprised how much stitching and paper are so alike.
Right? I would not be actually surprised. I know, because I actually stitch in my journals too.
Yep.
I think it adds a more, I don't know, it just adds more to it.
A tactile look, a textile.
Yeah,
look.
I did like a patchwork book, and that was really cool.
I've been considering my Fridays, and every other Friday I am thinking of doing art in between instead of on a Wednesday. So I've been.
Did you go live on Wednesday?
Yep.
Trying to remember if I was on that one. My whole week is.
Yeah, usually, but I only have an hour, so
yeah.
The time is very limited if you're doing a project that you need a smidge more time with.
Mm-hmm.
But Fridays I have more time, so.
I've still got to figure out with the YouTube. I don't you if I remember correctly, you do pre-recorded stuff too. Hi Kathy, I'm so nice to meet you as well.
Yep, I do.
Do you use an editor?
No. I use StreamYard, and I put it on private.
Okay.
When I go, it gives you the option to put it on private. So when you go in and you want to put it straight to YouTube afterwards without editing, all you have to do is set it to private, and you can record it and then just upload it. It uploads automatically. And then you just go in and you just edit your details. So you have, it's really quick and easy. Like using StreamYards is the best.
Yeah, because here, I'm sitting here and I'm looking for an editing tool and stuff like that. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm never going to get online.
No, when I pre-record through StreamYard, I don't edit. If I do something specific, I will use a different program and video, and then I will edit. But for the most part, most of my stuff I haven't edited. But when I start uploading different videos that I want to do, I'm going to be editing.
Okay.
What color? Now I'm going to end over here.
Yeah, because my son's like, oh, you need an editing this and you need to. I'm like, you must be out of your mind. Nobody told me it was that hard to go on YouTube.
It's not. You can just go live. You can also record on YouTube and put it private. And then you can download it if you want to and edit it and then re-upload it. So
wait a minute, you got to repeat that one for me.
Okay, you can go live on YouTube, but put it private. So when you can video and do everything, record, and it stays private, and then you download it from YouTube, and then you edit and you re-upload, and then you just take that one off or whatever, you can just delete it.
I was going to do all live, remember? And I had found out
you have to do some uploads.
Yeah, I have to do some uploads or I won't have any content after 30 days.
Yes.
Because now they're deleting everything.
Yeah, you have to. There's a process to their, I should say, a madness to their method.
I agree. There definitely is a madness. I wanted to go ahead and do the live. So then, if somebody needed work with their stuff right then and there, then we could do that and they can go back to it. And I'm trying to figure out do I just save my live content? You know what I mean?
Well, I would, if they're not going to delete it, if you're uploading or still doing anything, they shouldn't anyway.
On February 19th, there was a thing that came out for YouTube that stated that after 30 days, all lives will disappear from your channel.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You must not have heard that one yet.
No. That means I better download.
They made a thing on February 19th. I think they're waiting till March 1st to implement it.
Oh, great.
But like I said, that kind of hinders me because doing all lives.
I don't know why they would.
They're doing it on from what I understand, it's all platforms, all streaming platforms, which is weird because the platforms aren't even connected.
Yeah, that is strange.
What are they running low on?
It's a good thing I don't have thousands of videos
that are all live.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
most of mine are live.
Last few days, I've been like having a heart attack trying to figure things out because I actually started my itinerary of what I wanted to do. And all of a sudden that came out and I was like, yeah, that's not going to do me any good.
Well, I don't know how that works though, if they're taking the lives off, if you get monetized, because you need to have them there with the people watching the videos in order to be.
I agree. That's what doesn't make sense to me either. And I don't know anybody really like highly experienced with this stuff. I went to my son and was talking to him and he's talking to me. Now my son is a gamer and he does game streaming, but he's showing me these guys that he watches and he's like, something about they have a team, and I'm like, I'm an artist. I'm a crafter. I don't need no bling, bling, bling all over the place. Says I'm not trying to give anybody a seizure. So he's like, well, Mom, you asked. And I was like, yeah, well, I'm sorry for asking. These kids nowadays, everything's all about that shiny, sparkling bling.
Okay, I'm trying to keep my eye on the time. So what time? You're 2 hours ahead of me? Are you in
No,
Eastern?
you're Central, right?
I'm in Mountain.
Oh, yeah, I think so then. I'm 11:50 here.
Your 11:50 is because 11:45 Kim was coming on. So if she's on, I won't be
Isn't
too
Kim
much.
an hour behind me? I think Kim's an hour behind me.
Yes, she's in Central. So
Yeah.
it's only 10 something for her. Okay.
10:50 for her. I get all confused. I was trying to write out my schedule today for the month to see who's streaming when and where. And yeah, you should have
Yeah,
seen that. That was a mess. I'm like, wait a minute. I've got
I
the
don't
wrong
I
time
don't have
zone.
that.
Well, I started going backwards on the time zone on accident. So I totally confused myself. I was saying that 8 o'clock Pacific time was 10 o'clock Pacific time was 8 a.m. my time, and it's not. It's actually 12 p.m. my time. So it kind of floored me a minute to be like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound right.
So for the people that are watching me stitch, this is where I've gotten so far. I've ended my yellow. I've started my blue, and when I came over here, I didn't have enough room next to the flowers, so I just started up at the top and continued around to the other side. So I do have a stitch back here where I jumped from one side to the other.
Mine is basically, so I did a class this week sometime. And actually I think it was last week, but and this is a storyteller page is what they're called. And what I've got to do still is I'm going to be in these circles. If I stop hitting my head, in these circles, I'm going to be putting rub-ons. These are called broking.
Oh.
So it's going to look like this.
Oh, that's cute.
And she's actually going to have flowers around her or mushrooms. I haven't decided yet. I'm thinking mushrooms, actually, because everybody does flowers or butterflies. And this is a book, a collage ephemera book that I got from Remy's Marta Lepowska. I can't, is that how you say it?
Lepowska. I don't know.
It's beautiful. I mean,
yes. Did you see she's doing an envelope journal?
Marta is?
Yes.
Well, I've never seen her do a journal at all. I've only seen her do art journaling.
Oh, she's creating a envelope journal, and she's using all of her ephemera that her books.
That would be really, really cool. I've known
Well,
her.
that's what I want to do next week.
Oh, I'll join in on that with you.
I have my daughter-in-law gave me a bunch of envelopes, and I want to create an envelope journal and then work in that.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been thinking of doing.
I will make one of those with you if you want.
Sure.
I've done it a few times. I absolutely love it.
I've done one before. One.
I don't know if I have an envelope journal here to show you. Is what I'll have to do is when you're next on, if we go on together, I will have to show you. Ooh, that might be cool. I'm sorry. I have to show you I'll have to do a flip through of my junk journal.
That would be cool.
I have a few of them here that I didn't sell that, they're just for me kind of thing. So I have ideas.
Yeah, I don't know how big these envelopes are, but I've got like 200 to 300 of them. Let me just make myself bigger here.
I was going to say you might need to make yourself bigger.
Oops. All right. Right button. And now I need to zoom out. These are huge.
Oh, those are great size, but that's like a 6x6.
I think they are.
That's what it looks like. I have CD envelopes.
They're 9x9.
Oh, geez. It's bigger than it looks then.
Yeah, so these are 9x9.
Wow.
And this is what I want to make a journal out of.
That's
so
great.
This is going to be awesome for writing in and doodling and watercoloring, all kinds of stuff.
So the ones that I have are
the
CD ones. Marta is who got me started actually on art journaling. But I have like this type of envelope, these style. Oops.
Oh, yes, I have saved some of those.
So, I know how to put the thing back here to be able to make them into bind them. You can make a lot of envelope journal. Yeah, you can. So I've got these type. I've got the CD ones where it's got the clear round circle in the front.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I have journals that are the, what are those called? Manila envelope. I have a ton of those.
Yep.
So, you want to do an envelope journal, I will be happy to do one with you.
Sweet. Yeah, that's what I would like to do. Depending, or it could be on Wednesday and on Friday. But yes, I've been considering just having one day, a few hours, and leaving it at that. So.
Okay. Well, and then if needed, is it limited because of StreamYard?
No, it's limited because I know Kim is coming on.
Okay. Well, no, I wasn't sure exactly what it was. So,
today is because of Kim coming on, but yeah. So I usually start at 9 a.m. my time. That's 11 a.m. Eastern.
Okay.
And then I will go until Kim comes
on. And she goes on at 11:45 her time. So what is that? 12:45 my time, I think.
I don't know.
Well, she's Central, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So 12:45 my time. I never actually get that right, so I'm really impressed with myself right there.
So yeah, that's what I want to work on in between. I want to create that, and then I want to make a couple of them because some I want to have specific for dragon drawings.
Yeah.
So I have ideas for all of these envelopes that I have scooped here to make journals out of them.
Yeah, we were talking about the same person, right? Maremi Small Art or Maremi Arts?
Yes, okay. I'm pretty sure.
I just want to make sure. I've never seen her do a journal. I've only seen her do art journaling, so that makes me really happy.
Like, I'm thinking it's the same person, or it's Marta using her stuff.
Well, it probably is. She usually uses her stuff because, oh gosh, she does some. I love her.
I have been out of the paper stuff for a while, so I have some things. I don't have a lot of things because when I moved, I had to downsize big time.
Mm-hmm. Never fails.
I know.
What do you think? Would that look? Oh no, that can't go there. Oh darn. Wrong size. Wrong size.
Oh, that is looking so cool. It's a little smushed on this side because the red stopped, but it continued around. I can't go any further over here because that's what I need to attach my March.
What did you say? The red what?
The red it's a little smushed over on this side
Oh,
because
because of your
yeah,
flowers? Okay.
yeah, so it had to stop.
That's all right. I think it
But
looks cute.
so
I
that's
think it looks really good. I'm jealous.
well, it's just
I still got to start my spool journal.
I have a couple of spools too.
Oh, that's what I was going to do. I'm glad I'm on with you. Wrong spool. Oops. I'm just destroying my room in here. It's all right. I love being messy. No, I don't. So the spool is not this style spool. This is the only one I could find at the moment.
That's what I have.
Oh, I have tons of these, but it's actually not this one. It actually looks like a regular spool on both ends, and it's gonna have it has fabric. So it's actually really cool. These I'm actually gonna do something with a 3D mix media. I just haven't decided yet. You love it when you have something you haven't decided what you want to do with it yet.
Yeah, I have a couple of spools like that, and I have some ideas of different things to do with them. So in between uh, stitching on this, I'd like to do some different stitching in between on other stuff. But I really do want to make that envelope journal, so that is.
I haven't. I've been ready to make another journal. I haven't done it. I had to give myself a break because I was literally making a journal and getting it right out the door. Making a journal, getting it out the door. Making a journal, getting it out the door. And when you do that for so long, you just kind of need the
break.
Yeah, the cool down break from it. I mean, I had 8 orders. And
Wow.
that's a lot. A lot of people are like, "Oh, that's not too bad." No, it's a lot. It's an absolute lot. I thought I had smaller. Those might match.
I'm filling in my flowers now that I never got done with my bullion stitch.
That one that you did last week, maybe? The ones that your red stitch ran into.
Oh, yes, my
I love those. I'm so
raised chain. It's a raised chain.
Not purple. I don't want purple. Let's see if we can.
So I'm just making some little buds here for filling in.
Yeah. Oh, it's a 2-inch. It needs to be 2-inch. It's not a 2-inch. Of course it's not. Because I want it to be a 2-inch.
So what I'm basically doing is a refresher of all the stitches that we've done, but just filling in where I haven't completed my stitching. So it's a roundup February is basically what it is.
Yeah, and today's February last day.
Yes, it is.
Hi, Sherry. We're not ignoring anybody. Sorry. Ooh, that might be really pretty there. What do you think? That goes along good with that. I do have some of it here.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty, huh? I'm thinking that's what we're going to do.
Kathy's got to get more coffee.
Drink a cup for me, please.
I think I'm going to add some chain stitch over here and make a daisy. Something to fill in some of these spots.
Yeah. Well, it might go a little bit outside of the lines, but we'll just fix that right now. Da-da-da-da-da. I love it when you have a commercial stuck in your head.
People were talking about that the other day.
I'm loving
Everybody
it.
was singing songs, and it's like, yeah.
Well, that commercial with the baby, what is it? Liberty commercial? Liberty.
I don't have TV.
Oh, God. We have the satellite, so my husband watches it, and I'll be sitting there doing something, and all I'm hearing is this baby, Liberty. I mean, don't get me wrong, she's cute, but
No, I have. I usually watch YouTube or Netflix or Prime.
oh yeah, I usually watch those as well. Of course, most of mine's usually YouTube.
Yeah, mine too.
But he
I've
wanted to
been.
watch sports, so I made sure that I got my hubby a.
Yeah, well, if you can watch your art on YouTube.
That's right. Well, now we're fighting over YouTube. I'll be sitting out there watching his TV because, not feeling well or whatever. And I've got it on before he even gets home from work. And he'll be sitting there and I'm like, would you like the remote so you can watch the news? I hate watching the news because there's nothing good on it anymore.
I know. I don't.
It's
I don't
all
even
so
watch the news.
negative and
It's everywhere,
when they used to
though.
have good stuff on the news, they'd say like, and this happened today that was really good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
Mm-hmm. I know I'm giving away some of my age, but just
I'm older than you.
I hope my age well, but I think we were talking about ages before, and I think I know how old you are. So
Yeah.
I think you're the same age as my husband.
Well, we have our moments.
Oh, I got a question for you. You ready?
Yeah.
And this can go to everybody. So if you have issues with your spine, you have a degenerative disease, your nerves, whatever, you're trying to stay positive about it, that you're going to do whatever you can, blah, blah, blah. And your friend of over 40 years tells you you're going to be in a wheelchair. Doesn't matter. What would you say to them?
Well, thanks a lot.
I could not believe when she said that to me. I wanted to cry. I was like, you're supposed to be one of my biggest supporters. You're like my sister. We grew up together. I mean, I was 9 years old when we met.
Wow.
Yeah, we were young. And her mom pretty much, why are you not going on? Pretty much raised me. What is going on here with this? Why is this not going on? I don't understand why this isn't going on, but it's not working.
Oop, I pulled that too tight.
Let's see if it goes on this. Can't put it back on the thing, but if it goes on this, I'm going to be upset.
Kathy says she would ask when they became a psychic. That's a good one, Kathy. That's a good one.
Right? Yeah, she's like, well, you're going to be in a wheelchair anyways. What's the matter? And I'm like, it kind of crushed me. It's like I'm trying to stay really positive on this.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, I mean, when you're told that, there's nothing they can do and this is how you've got to basically live, you're trying, you've got to stay as positive as you can. You can't go into that downward spiral because if you do, you're just hurting yourself. You're not hurting anybody.
That's why I'm stitching and arting and streaming because, you do what you can do to keep yourself going.
That's right. And that's my reason for my art as well is, it's very healing for me. Now, why did that go on there and it wouldn't go on the thing? All right. need to figure out my strategy.
Yeah, I know how you're feeling because I've been just recently been told what I have. So, and there's no, from what I've read, there's no cure for it. So,
It stinks, and then
yeah,
you're supposed to have people that back you up. I mean, I don't know what you have or what you were diagnosed with, but you know what? I back you up no matter what. I don't care if we've known each other for 5 minutes. I'm going to back you up because people need that in life.
yeah. I've made some really good friends lately that have actually the same thing happening. Well, it's a mix of long COVID and mast cell, and it's my histamine in my body is
Mm-hmm.
just having a major reaction to everything.
I had
So
COVID long enough for a month and a half. I don't want to have
yeah,
it no more.
I've had it 3 times, and I
No,
didn't even go out to get it.
no, my husband brought it home to me. I didn't go out to get mine either.
It's like, well, thanks a lot.
I got to rework.
But
What I gotta do. Oh, I know what I did. It was wet. Oh, shoot.
Kathy says sometimes it's hard to remain positive, but we have to try. A positive attitude is everything. Yes, it is.
That's right.
And if the people aren't positive and willing to support and be there, then you just go your way and do what you can.
Okay, I don't know how I have to mute, but I've got to mute for a second, so I'll be right back. Just let me know if you can hear it.
Usually within a little bit of like 30 seconds, the sound disappears almost. So that's with my webcam anyway, but most of the time it just goes down quieter. It adjusts to the sound.
So is this loud?
It's not real loud, no.
Is it better for me to pause?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it kind of gives if I talk while you're doing that, it gives like an echo. So, but in between now, I'm doing lazy daisy stitches. There was not a new stitch today except for doing the buttonhole stitch. That was Take a Stitch Tuesday. Her stitch was the buttonhole stitch, so I continued on doing the Take a Stitch Tuesday, and I did a wonky buttonhole stitch around this heart that I had put on here. And I'm just filling in my February because today's the last day of February. Now, March is going to bring some more things with drawing, stitching, a bit of Zentangle. So I'm just trying to complete my February. And in March, we're going to be doing a lot more different things with Inktense, doodling, stitching. It's and circles. I'm going to bring in the circles that I did on that piece that I gave away. So we'll be doing that. So that's why I left this spot. So my next piece I will pull out and get ready, but I'm not going to attach it on my scroll just yet. I'm going to stitch on that separate because of the things that I want to do. I want to be able to move it around. So I'm going to just get my material ready. I'm going to baste my backing onto it because this time I did do a backing because my tablecloth is so super thin because it's older material. And we're going to add our march onto our separate piece. Do not attach it because you don't want everything happening over here. We're going to do a design that will hide your seam just like here we stitched over it. So that is what we're going to do. So get your material ready for March And we're going to be doing some braid stitching and raised stitching. We're going to be doing some neurographic style stitching, and we're going to be painting on our fabric. So take and have that ready, but don't attach it. So take and add your March and get ready with your supplies for a very busy March. Now, next week, I am going to probably work on my envelope journal to give time for everybody to get their March ready. And then we will come back the week after and we will begin our March. So that's where we are so far there. So that's all I'm doing is filling in and just I'm going to do some more seed stitching. I will probably fill in like with little flowers here or there in and around. Even here I may make a stem come up and I might just do a video as I'm doing that and add it for my stitching. I'll do a part 8 and I'll video what I'm doing so you can see what I'm doing throughout the rest. Because this one I just did the lazy daisy stitch. So if you haven't done that one, you can definitely do some lazy daisies around your flowers or just for filler. So that is something that I did new. That's a chain stitch basically. So we do have that.
I love your tree.
Yeah, that's just yarn that I couched down.
I still love it. I mean, it's like, it's kind of like your own personal tree of life.
That's kind of what this is ending up. It's just day to day. I was going to make it a journal style. Little bits and pieces is what has happened throughout the day, but I'm just filling it in as I go.
Yeah.
So
I just when I seen that on there, I was just like, "Oh my god, that's awesome!"
So I took apart a shirt, and that's how I added these labels.
Oh yeah.
So it's just something that I did that day. And the lupins, these are lupins actually with the raised chain. And my daughter-in-law really loves lupins, and she has some in the garden. And I was relearning my stitch that day. And I messed up the first one. It lost all its petals.
Oh.
So that's...
Yeah, that was the first one, right? That one right there?
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
And I'm glad you left that on there because it shows like
perfectly
you're human too, you know what I mean?
Yep. It's not all I tear things out. So Kim will be coming on shortly, and I want to take some time and go. And I appreciate you coming up with me. It was a lot of fun. But I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. And because Kim comes on in like about 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to take a bathroom break and then see if how I can do for some breakfast because I haven't had my breakfast yet.
Shame on you.
Yeah, well, I had a really bad allergic food reaction yesterday.
Oh
no. And that's what mast cell does.
Mm-hmm.
It randomly says, "Oh well, we don't want this here." So it's like it's food, but it doesn't matter. I don't want it here, so I'm going to attack it. And my face had hives, and I was burning and itching, and my lips were numb. And it's like, all right, Benadryl, here we come.
Do you know if Kim is going to be on her channel or Jean's channel?
I think she's coming on her channel.
Okay.
So that's why I wasn't sure if I was going to be here yet today or how it was going to be. So,
Well, I'm glad I got to come and play with you, even if it was a little bit and I didn't get much done.
yeah, well, that's all right. Wait, I got a lot done.
Well, it's a good thing somebody got something done.
But we can definitely do this together. If we find a time, and we want to do an impromptu sometime, maybe we'll just come on and do some art and just hang out
Good to
and
me.
whoever shows up and we'll just let that happen.
That's great.
But for now, I'm going to say thank you to everybody. And if, like I said, if you haven't subscribed to Chrissy, please do. She's working her way up. She's very artistic, as you can see. She has all kinds of things going on. So I will say from my quiet corner to yours, have a wonderful day. And thank you, Chrissy, for joining me.
Thank you for allowing me to come.
Bye, all.
Bye.